themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Justin Verlander gets the start for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here's the 1-1. This is swung on and hit to Altuve at second. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 6.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. 1 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Verlander has finished off more than 2,900 innings during his time in the major leagues. And with over 3,000 strikeouts, he's approaching the top 15 on the all-time strikeouts leaderboard. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3, and now the Astros will go to work for the first time. Michael Wacha will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Michael Wacha, if he brings a straight changeup, that's his best pitch. Drafted in the first round out of Texas A&M University. Good fastball, not a great fastball. 92 to 95, more of a straight fastball. The curveball is good, but he's known for the straight changeup. If he brings that good changeup, he can shut anybody down.
Into center field, line drive base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2.
0-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Batting 4th, the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Next will be the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Wacha comes set. 1-1 pitch on its way. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in fresh off a victory last time out, but it comes on the heels of a 5-game losing streak prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Full count, 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. And it's gone.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Stepping in now, J.D. Davis. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound. This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
So we got him swinging. Wilson Ramos is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. And it's fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Now a flare out toward right center. Altuve onto the grass. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Mets draw first blood. Last half of the second set to go. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hit in the air to right field. Conforto is there, and he has it for the out. Digging in now, Carlos Correa. He's hit the ground running right out of spring training, entering this one with a batting average over 300. Correa left field and carrying well. Looking up is Cespedes. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Got him. At the plate, Kyle Tucker. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo, and that retires the side. Astros able to tie it here. Next up from New York, Yoenis Cespedes. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Fouled away. The 1-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting 9.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Correa onto the grass. He makes the running play. 2 down.
The batter, number 1.
Digging in to try it again, Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this is popped up. Back behind second. Correa has got it, and the side is retired. So nothing happened. Next up for the Astros, Lorenzo Quintana. Back on Sunday, he picked up a hit in 5 trips to the plate. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. And he fouls this one off. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center, and that's in there, base hit. And this throw gets away from him.
Well, that's what he gets for trying to do too much. And instead of eating it and holding him on first, he panics a bit and sails the throw. Now he's got a man in scoring position and nobody to blame but himself.
Line to the right side, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out. So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. Runner in scoring position with Sagan. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn as we begin the top of the 4th. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Tucker waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
And it's fouled away. 1 run, just 1 hit, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2. J.D. Davis would be next. Base hit into right center.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
To the plate now, J.D. Davis. Skied into straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Now back.
Stepping up to the plate, Yuli Gurriel. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a liner. Foul. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 1. Shortstop, Carlos.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
The 1-1. Heading out toward shallow right. Conforto is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Fouled off. The 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Yoenis Cespedes. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes. And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Mets. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Coming to the plate now, Josh Reddick. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And that's the first out.
Now batting. Center fielder.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Fielded cleanly. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Next to the Astros.
Ready once again, Michael Brantley. He singled his last time up. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. McNeil is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So coming to the plate, Brandon Nimmo comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hard hit towards center. Tucker is right there, 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario. No hits to this point. The 2-1. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away. So here's Jeff McNeil. Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted the other way to left center. Brantley is under it, and that retires the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 1-1. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Nimmo arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
The batter, number 44.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still tied 1 apiece. So here's Pete Alonso. And guys, 7th inning. The 1-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Great job to lay off that pitch after fouling off so many previous to it. I got to believe that pitchers certainly get frustrated in these types of at-bats.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
And he misses 2-1. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And that is off the wall. The relay. And they'll tag him out near second.
Up next for the Mets, the designated
Into the box, J.D. Davis. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Last half of the 7th here. Ready for another shot now. Yuli Gurriel. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Fouled away. Now another 1-2. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout. That's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
Standing in now, Carlos Correa. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. One out, nobody on. Line drive, base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. McNeil camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. Now to the plate, Kyle Tucker. He doubled his last time through.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. He's safe. The throw was offline, and they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roy. You just get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. It's up and out of here into the archway. And good for him. Lorenzo Quintana has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the base.
And this is bobbled now by Cano. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. Runner at first following the error. And set to go as the third baseman, Alex Bregman. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Porcello sets on his way with the 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another one sent foul. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Back up the middle, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Second baseman,
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Here's another 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. Conforto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the end. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now that the second baseman.
Now at the plate, Robinson Cano. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Reddick on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
The 1-2. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
And it's fouled away. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Astros 4 and the Mets 1. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Yordan Alvarez becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Smoke toward third. Scooped up. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here. 2 away. Here's Carlos Correa now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on us. Roberto Osuna comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 54.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ahmed Rosario. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Stepping into the box, Jeff McNeil. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Runner at second, 1 away, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. The 2-2. High and deep to right center. Reddick giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. So striding in, Michael Conforto. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Now a crowd announced at a bit over 23,000 comes to their feet. He struck him out, and that's going to do it for the Metropolitans here this evening.
Yeah, nice job slamming the door shut right there. And I'm told he just tied me on the all-time saves list with 158. That's a number I'm proud of, and he should be too.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game.